After the assassination of Charlie Kirk, politicians across the spectrum made a promise that they would lower the temperature. They called for restraint, for civil discourse, for an end to the violent rhetoric. The promise was broken within days. And now ICE agents are paying the price with their blood. Here in Texas, there have been several attacks on ICE agents, including 3 since July 4th alone. September 24th, Dallas, Texas. Sniper fire erupts at an ICE field office. 2 detainees killed, 1 critically wounded. When investigators recovered the shooter's casings, they found them stamped with the words anti-ICE. July 7th, McAllen, Texas. A Border Patrol facility comes under fire. 3 law enforcement personnel wounded. The shooters fled into the night. July 4th, Alvarado, Texas. Assailants lured ICE outside and opened fire, shooting 1 officer in the neck. Agency vehicles were found spray-painted with ICE pig. The statistics tell the story. According to the Department of Homeland Security, there has been a 1,000% increase in assaults on ICE officers. Border Czar Tom Homan warned this would happen.
We have senators, we have congresspeople that compare ICE to the Nazis, compare ICE to racists, and it just continues. So the public thinks, well, if a member of Congress can attack ICE, why can't we? So the rhetoric has to stop.
Listen to the language. Democrats call immigration officers the Gestapo. They compare agents to Nazi brown shirts. Media outlets amplify it. Fascists, Nazis, racist. This isn't hyperbole. This is strategic. Because when you call someone a Nazi, you're not just insulting them. You're giving everyone else permission to do whatever it takes to stop them. If ICE agents are Nazis, then any form of resistance becomes justified. You don't negotiate with Nazis. You don't vote them out. You stop them by any means necessary. The violence isn't an unfortunate consequence of the rhetoric, it's the entire point. And even as the violence surges, even as officers bleed, left-wing California Senator Alex Padilla is pushing legislation to force ICE agents to work unmasked during enforcement operations. Think about that. As officers are shot in the neck, as their families are doxxed and targeted, some lawmakers want to make it easier to identify them. When you systematically dehumanize federal law enforcement, like when you call them Nazis, you give moral permission for violence. These officers bleeding in Texas are Americans, their fathers, and their mothers. They're doing their jobs. They're enforcing laws passed by Congress, signed by Democrat and Republican presidents alike, and upheld by courts for decades. And they're being hunted for it. When members of Congress stand on the floor and compare ICE to Nazis, the public doesn't hear criticism, they hear permission. Permission to stop the fascist by any means necessary. This rhetoric has to end before the violence gets even worse.